Hi guys, welcome back. I figured it was probably about time to do another pregnancy update. It has been 10 weeks since I last updated you guys on how this baby is cooking, and mummy is cooking as well. I'm going to apologise now. One, because my hair is in a constant state of humidity frizz. It won't settle. Last time you guys saw me I had dark hair. Over the last 10 weeks I've been going blonde and it's just frizzy and hot right now. It's not in bad condition because we've done it slowly. It's just uncontrollable right now because it's so warm. 2, I have a fan beside me because if I didn't have that on I would probably pass out in this heat. And 3, I hate this heat wave. So last time we updated, I was 20, I believe I was 21 weeks pregnant-ish, and I had just had my anatomy scan and everything was great, and that's where I was at. I don't remember much else. So much has happened since then. You guys know that the reason I stopped making videos for a little while was because my best friend moved in for a while, and we were just so busy. We were spending a lot of time together. It was nice to spend some time with her like that, and doing videos wasn't my priority. So she's now moved out and we can get back on track with actual videos, which would be great. And I'm now 31 weeks pregnant. I was 31 weeks on Saturday. So I'm gonna go up until about 30 weeks and then we'll just do a few more before this baby comes, and hopefully you guys will feel like you are somewhat in the know. So where do I begin? Not much has actually happened, I don't think, since then. I've had things like my gestational diabetes test. I had that at 27, 28 weeks, and I haven't heard back from my midwife, so I'm seeing her tomorrow. But had I had gestational diabetes, I would have heard back from her and a plan of action would have been made. So I haven't got gestational diabetes, which is amazing and great. I didn't get it with Scout and I haven't got it this time around either. So I am still trying to be really good with my food. I am still craving a lot of sweet stuff. So I'm trying to eat in moderation. I kind of try to push my cravings aside a lot, and then I'll allow myself to like cave. And like the other day I was just craving sweet stuff for like 2 days straight, and on Friday I picked Scout up from nursery and I said, right, come on kiddo, we're going to McDonald's for ice cream. And I went and I got a toffee sundae, caramel sundae, and a frappuccino, a caramel frappe, and it just, you know when something hits the spot that much that you just happy, instantly happy? It was one of those moments. So I'm trying not to give in to my sweet cravings all the time. I'm trying to kind of either let them pass naturally without me actually indulging, or giving it a couple of days and then having something that I really, really, really want, rather than binging a whole lot, because I can make a habit of doing that and that's not good. I also had my whooping cough vaccine done a week ago, so I had to go to my doctor's for that, and I went in and I just happened to go in to make an appointment rather than ring them, and I managed to get an appointment on the spot there and then that day, that morning, and came out with a very sore arm, and my arm is still bruised. I forgot how much those beasts hurt and sting. I'm not bad with needles, I'm quite good with needles, but that was something else, and my arm hurt for the rest of the day, but it's healing now. My arm doesn't hurt anymore. It's still a bit bruised, but we're good to go on the whooping cough side of things as well. Apart from that, I don't think there has been much medical wise that we have done. Obviously I've had my midwife appointments and talked to my midwife. I did talk to my midwife about my anxiety, because at the around 20 weeks, that would have been before we went on holiday. When I got back from our holiday, my anxiety peaked a lot and I got very, very, very nervous about giving birth again. And I don't know where it came from, and I don't know where it all stemmed from, but I didn't feel very comfortable, and I actually felt scared of dying, which I laugh because it's a nervous thing. But with what happened with Scout, it kind of just popped up in my head, and it was one of those thoughts I couldn't get rid of for about 2 weeks. Obviously, I really do hope that this labour is a complete different experience to the one I had with Scout's birth, and I really don't want to end up in surgery again. So I got myself in a bit of a tiz, and I was really anxious, and I had a panic attack, and I kind of shut myself off from my friends for a little bit and became a bit of a recluse, and I was very quiet and I didn't really talk to anyone. A few weeks later, I'm feeling, on the flip side, much better. I am feeling really positive about my birth. I'm actually excited to go through it again, and I've started things like listening to relaxing music. It's all small things that I'm going to try and prepare myself. I did want to do some hypnobirthing, but I don't think my brain is mentally into that. It's something I would love to be able to do, and I think in a way I'm going to try and use some of the techniques of hypnobirthing, but because of the way Scout's labour was, I don't want to set my heart on, this is how it's going to be this time round, this is how everything's going to work, I'm going to do this and this, because I don't want to have my heart set on anything, because Scout's labour just went tits up, and this one might. So I don't want to be disappointed that nothing went the way I planned, so I'm not making any huge plans, if that makes sense. Obviously, I have things in my head that I will talk about at a later date that I would like to happen if they can happen, but I don't want to make huge plans like I'm going to do hypnobirthing and it's going to be an amazing experience, because I don't want to come away from this labour disappointed. Does that make sense? So I started listening to meditation music and things like that, and I actually sat and watched Scout's labour vlog, which is on our old daily vlogging channel, and I haven't watched that in about 3 years. Scout is now 4. I haven't watched that in a very long time. Usually it would bring up a lot of negative feelings, but this time it made me excited. I cried because I was happy, not because I was scared, and I feel like that was a bit of a turning point for me, and now I actually feel like I can go in and I can do this because I've done it once before and I've come out the other end. Yeah, it was a horrible experience, but I'm feeling much better. So in terms of Lumi herself, she is about the size of a cantaloupe melon, I believe now, and we did actually book a 3D, 4D scan at 29 weeks, so 2 weeks ago. We went back to Window to the Womb in Stoke, and actually it's in Newcastle, but it's classed as the Stoke branch, and we went and we saw her in 4D, which we never did with Scout. 1, because we couldn't afford it, and 2, because he was in such a weird position. He was head down for a very long time, and they had trouble getting measurements at his 20-week scan just because of his positioning. So we never went and did anything like that for him, but because Lumi was in a good position for pictures, we went and had that done, and it was an amazing experience. It was lovely. It's a one here, the fact that she's still a girl, because that's probably my biggest fear at the moment, is that she's going to pop out a boy, because I had a dream the other day that we had a boy and I wasn't prepared and I had all this pink stuff, but no, she's still a girl. So we've now had 3 scans that say girl, so we're going with girl. But we went in and Scout came with us. He did not enjoy any of it. He has a thing with loud noises at the moment. He doesn't like certain noises being loud, and he covers his ears a lot. And the first thing they do is play the baby's heartbeat over the screen, the monitor, and it was loud. So that scared him, and in turn his excitement became fear, and most of the way through the scan he was saying, okay, that's enough now, I don't want to see any more, that's enough now, we're finished. And he covered his eyes for most of it, but he's been back, and like we've shown him the pictures and stuff, and he's intrigued. He did not enjoy that scan at all, which is a bit of a shame, because I kind of wanted him to enjoy seeing his sister in my tummy, because he's always asking, where's my baby? Where's Lumi? And I have to keep telling him she's still in my tummy. So in that scan, we did get a nice package. We actually got 2 key rings with her pictures on and several printouts which are already in a frame in her bedroom. So I will show you the pictures on my phone as well as I can. But we managed to get about 50 odd pictures, which they don't print them all out for you. They print about, I think you get about 12 with the package we paid for. Then you get them all on the Bumpies app, which is brilliant because you can download them and have them all. We did have a few that are like this with her profile, confirmation that she's a girl. Let's see if I can find some good ones. There's a few that weren't ideal because she was, the way she was positioned, she was almost using my placenta. My placenta's right at the very front, and she was using my placenta as a pillow. So in some of these pictures you can actually see where my placenta is, but let's have a quick look. My favourite ones are these ones. She looks like she's got Scout's nose. We went back and looked at pictures of baby Scout, and she looks like she has the nose that Scout was born with, but she's got super chubby cheeks, and she was very, very emotive. She kept grinning and squirming and like wrinkling her face up, and it was just amazing to see and watch. We've also got the video as well. I don't know, I might be able to put in a clip of her smiling as I'm talking right now. Whilst I'm looking for the next picture to show you, I'll try and put in the clip of her smiling. She's just so cute and I'm really excited. She kept yawning, like this one obviously she's yawning. This fuzzy bit here, which she's sort of got a head on, this is my placenta, and then her cord was up around her sort of chin area and she kept playing with it. There's probably a better view of her face, again with the placenta on this side, and her hand and the cord were here, and then her nose and her little lips. And then I actually went back and screenshotted some more images from the scan video itself. This is one that I like to show people because Scout was born with minimal hair. He did have hair, but not a lot, and it was mainly sort of here on the back, and I feel like this is where Lumi's hair is going to be, but this kid has hair, quite a bit of hair. Let's see if I can do this without too much glare. This white fuzzy, obviously this circle is her head, this white fuzzy section here is all hair. The technician actually said, like, she sounded really surprised. She's like, she's got hair, and that's all hair. So that will explain the heartburn because I have had quite a bit of heartburn, and I'm hoping that she's born with a lot of hair. I hope she doesn't come out and there's none, because I'll be quite disappointed now we've been told that she has hair or she's had hair. But yeah, I'm just really excited that the fact that she might come out with lots of hair. I don't know, she'll lose it all anyway, but I'm so excited about that fact. If any of you are pregnant and you want to experience that, I cannot recommend Window to the Womb enough. If there is one nearby you, make sure you keep an eye on their Facebook pages, because they generally have quite a few money off vouchers, deals for the scans as well. So with our private gender scan that we went to at, well, we were 17 weeks, we didn't pay full price for that one. We managed to get that one slightly discounted. And again with this one, at the 4D scan, we actually got it as a discounted price. I think it was meant to be something like £130 and we paid 70, which is still a lot of money, but for the experience and the pictures that we now have, I couldn't actually be any more happy, because it's a lovely atmosphere. The people who work there are amazing, and the pictures that you get are just great, as long as your baby is in a good position. Which, if your baby is not in a good position, they do have a rescan policy as well. So I think that's enough rambling about that. There isn't really much else to talk to you guys about. Honestly, in the last 10 weeks, it's been a very, very slow, I say slow. This pregnancy was going really, really quick until this heat wave hit, and I have not coped at all. I keep saying it feels like my thermostat is broken. Thermostat is broken, because I sit down, I sweat. I have a cold shower, I get out, I sweat. I lie in bed, butt naked. I'm sweating. I'm just in a constant state of perspiration, and it's gross, and I'm hot and sticky and uncomfortable, and I'm just praying that this doesn't last for the next 9 weeks, because I just want 1 or 2 weeks of cool weather before I have to push a baby out of my body. That would be nice. So everything seems to have slowed down time-wise. Everything is dragging because I'm not enjoying the weather. I'm still enjoying being pregnant, but I'm not enjoying the weather, which is making pregnancy hard. And she is growing. Last time she was checked, she was slightly off to the side, a bit more back to back. And I'm starting to feel a lot more kicks at the front and punches and things like that. So I think she still is back to back, which wouldn't surprise me because Scout was. I have just bought a exercise ball, birthing ball, and I'm going to get on the old, like the spinning babies techniques to try and get her to flip the right way around, so hopefully I don't have a terrible back-to-back labour. She is kicking a lot, she doesn't stop moving, she always has the hiccups. Scout was a very hiccupy baby in the womb, and so is she. I thought she maybe had gotten herself into a head down position the other day, like really head down position the other day, because my TMI I guess, but my pubic bone felt really sore, almost achy really, because she was just so active. I think the position she had got herself in, she just hooked herself down there, but she seems to have come back up now, and all of that area is feeling a little bit better. Apart from that, there hasn't been anything else progression wise. There hasn't been any more symptoms apart from the heartburn, being constantly hot and still craving sweet things. My symptoms have been quite minimal, which is quite nice. Sometimes I do forget I'm pregnant. Things like getting out of a car in a car park. I'll park next to someone, try to get out, and then I remember I can't suck in my belly. So that's been a thing. I've been having to drive around car parks to either try and find a space with no cars next to me, or a space on the end of a line so I know no one will park next to me, or if I've got Scout with me, I have to park in the child, like the parent and child bays, because my belly's getting to the point where I can't really squeeze past things now. And unfortunately, my stretch marks, my existing stretch marks are starting to expand and get a little bit bigger because I'm carrying her so differently to how I carried Scout. My existing ones are kind of going up my stomach. I'll show you in a minute, but with Scout I was very round all the way around. I carried him all over and I gained a lot of weight with Scout. Oh wait, I weighed myself the other day and I haven't even reached 2 stone weight gain yet. At 31 weeks I'm still sitting at about 20 pounds weight gain, which I'm really happy with, because with Scout I'm sure I gained about 3.5 stone. So to not have hit the 2 stone mark yet, I'm very impressed with myself, especially because I've got such a sweet tooth. But with Scout I was very round all the way around, like my face ballooned. I'm starting to see like the pregnancy nose coming in, and my lips are starting to get bigger, which they did with Scout as well. But my whole body got round with him, and with Lumi I can still ever so slightly see my waist, and she's very much at the front. So the stretch marks I have now are stretching. I haven't found any new ones yet. I feel like they're going to come afterwards because most of Scout's stretch marks came at the very end of my pregnancy, and as I was sort of shrinking back down they all appeared. But for now the ones I've got are getting longer, which is a bit of a bummer because I actually liked where they were because I could hide them if I wanted to. But it's all part and parcel of the process, isn't it? So it doesn't really bother me that much. And I think on that note I will show you the belly. I am sitting on the bed cross-legged, so how will I do this? One moment. Okay, so as you can tell I still got a bit of a waist, and from the front, if I'm just stood like this, you can't really tell, and then there's the stomach. She's getting a lot bigger. She's gotten a lot bigger in the last week, I feel. There's no denying that there's a bump there now, and this poor tattoo is going to have to be covered because it is suffering. but she's all in the front. And like I said, I've got a few stretch marks here. They've not really been that bothered. It's just these ones are starting to peak a little bit more. Again, all my existing ones are just getting a little bit higher. They were all sort of underneath my belly button to begin with from Scout, but from the front, you can still see my waist and you can see where she is. Yeah, you can see where my bump is here, and then my waist is here. So it's quite a nice round forward bump. I'm not going to move the camera back up to where it was because I'm too warm. That's another thing. I'm getting out of breath really easily, and I think the heat is making it worse. I think being hot is making me more out of breath than I need to be. But yes, that is everything for my 20 to 30 week update. I will probably do another one around 34 weeks maybe, because these last few weeks are starting to fly. I'm slowly getting onto her room. It's pretty much done, but I'm going to do a room tour when it's finished. What else is there? So a room tour is coming. I will do my next update at 34 weeks. I have to do this lot. Forgetfulness. That's another thing. I'm forgetful all the time. I forget everything. So room tour, 34 weeks, I'll do another update and then we'll go from there. I think that's it. I'm going to do a lot more baby preparation videos as well, like meal prep and things we're doing around the house, and I will show you the things we've bought her because for the most part we have everything now. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back on top of all these videos. I'm looking forward to getting back into them. I know this video has been super duper long. I'm sorry. I hope you had a cup of tea. But I will see you guys in a few days' time, hopefully with a new weekly vlog. I'm starting weekly vlogging again, so keep your eyes peeled for that, and I will see you then. I'll stop rambling. Can you tell I'm missing my best friend living with me because I'm just talking to a camera for half an hour? I hope you guys are well. Bye.